Well, there have now been a number of attacks on U.S. forces stationed in parts of the Middle East, and now the U.S. is warning Yemeni rebels to stop their attacks in the Red Sea. We turn now to correspondent Kelly Meyer, who is live for us in Washington. Kelly, what is the latest on this?
Well, Nichole, we've seen a dramatic increase in these attacks by Yemen's Houthi rebels in the Red Sea, targeting commercial ships there. Now, several in just the last 24 hours. The Houthis claim they are targeting Israeli-owned ships, but this poses a serious risk to all ships passing through that area. This is a major global trade artery impacting the flow of oil, grain, and consumer goods. Houthi military spokesman said in a statement that they will continue to prevent all ships heading to Israeli ports from navigating in the Red Sea until they, quote, bring in the food and medicine that our steadfast brothers in the Gaza Strip need. Now, Houthi rebels, since the start of the Israel-Hamas war, have launched more than 70 drones and ballistic missiles toward Israel, more than 1,000 miles away from Yemen. Almost all of the missiles and drones were intercepted by Israeli, U.S., French, and Saudi air defense systems. The Biden administration is working with the State Department and Pentagon to deter these attacks by creating a multinational task force to deter and counter them. Here's the Pentagon press secretary this morning on Morning in America.
So what we're doing now is working very closely, consulting with allies and partners on establishing an international maritime task force under the umbrella of the Combined Maritime Forces, which is an already existing entity comprised of 39 different nations that come together to address maritime challenges throughout the broader Middle East region.
A military official telling NewsNation today they are tracking a total of 98 attacks on U.S. forces in the Middle East since October 17th, 46 times in Iraq, 52 times in Syria. The latest just yesterday afternoon, multiple one-way attack drones launching attacks on U.S. forces at al-Assad Air Base in Iraq. We're told no casualties or damage there, but there have been 19 attacks over the past week, roughly 1/5 of all attacks since October 17th. Now, that task force that's in the works, there's no clear timeline as to when it will begin, we're told. And also, we're learning that the commander of the U.S. Central Command traveled to Iraq and Syria just this past Wednesday and Thursday. The press release noting that the commander traveled to al-Assad, where the latest attack by Iran-backed militants took place just yesterday. Unclear, though, if he was there at the exact time. CENTCOM won't say. Nichole.
All right, Kelly Meyer live for us there in Washington. Thank you.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.